I'm alive. Now this one shows microphone. Now it shows the little doodadly things down there. And so it wouldn't let me share the screen or do a damn thing. Well, it was a test. So all that dadgum time. Hey, my man, I was trying to do the share screen thing. You didn't hear a damn word, did you? Well, there's one for you. Son of a gun. Well, darn. Can you hear me now? Well, did you see the fun pictures? Hi, Marie. Oh, man. None of it. Not a damn word. I'm sorry for cussing. Well, I'm trying to, be able to learn. I'm trying to be able to share screen. Well, I guess I shared the screen, but there was no there was no sound. Oh, great. Well, anyway, I'll get over this in a minute. Hey, what's the matter? I feel stupid. Yes, it's get her done, but I guess I didn't. Oh, my goodness. Okay, take a big whip and a big cheers. Holy mackerel. Also, with that other setting, the lights coming in from a different angle. That was just weird. I'll have to play with that some more. I'm just talking away. I'm explaining all about this. No. Oh, man. It's okay. I'll just have to go back and go delete. Or maybe I can take it and do a voiceover on it. Cheers. Well, then that requires our good smoke for that one. Oh, now I've been putting this off. Oh, well. Take it off a bowl. Light my cigar. If I had a beer, I'd pop the top. Oh, goodness. And I was just, the idea of sitting here talking to myself and everybody's like, oh, look, there's Dave. What's he doing? That was my pantomime video. I used to do a lot of theater and pantomime and, stuff like that. That must have been my pantomime. Oh, oh, it's good to see you, Marie. And Wade, you too. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun by myself over here. Oh, anyway, I was trying to be serious about the volcano and everything. I guess that's sort of a moot point. Oh, the volcano blew up in Guatemala. Whee! Oh, goodness gracious me. I guess it was too serious and I had to get slapped. Oh, all right. And I was going to talk about portable toilet seats. Oh, goodness gracious. I was going into this tirade about how everybody should have one of these toilet seats that you put in a 5-gallon bucket. So I'm talking about this. You can't hear a word of it, right? So you'd have to been there, I guess, to hear what I was talking about. Oh, yeah, because with all what I was discussing before I messed with it. Thank you all for putting up with me. Oh, wow. But it is too serious, and laughter is the key to help things, you know. God bless you guys. I love you. I do. I do. Wait, I wish you'd have got me right away. I wouldn't have spent 20 minutes talking to nobody, you know. But I see all these preppers and folks and all this stuff that's going on right now, and we all admit the earth is going through some absolutely wacko, weirdo stuff. And what I was discussing was that it took a week to get 3.5 inches worth of rain. And yesterday I had a rainstorm, clap of thunder. I mean, boom, shook all the windows in my house. And I was taking a nap, and it woke me up, and I got all these nice big windows, you know, 15 foot up here in my house. You couldn't see it, but anyway, I'll do an inside view another time. But so I got a lot of windows, so I can see up to the stars and things from my south facing window. It's almost like having a skylight in a way. But so boom, and all of a sudden it started raining, and I don't mean pitter patter. I got a tin roof, and it came down, and it was so loud it was drowning out the fan over there, which is fairly loud when I have it on high. It drowned out the sound of the fan. It was hard for me to just literally hear, because I mean, it's just whoa. And I'm looking outside, and in less than a minute, and now I can see out my windows over here to my property line, and it's about 250 feet to the property line from here. I went from seeing the fence to seeing some of the trees to being barely able to see my truck, which is parked right outside. And I was like, whoa, it's really coming down. In 30 minutes, we call it down here in the South a frog strangler, all right? It was a frog strangler times 3. In 30 minutes, I got here at the house, and I'm sure the neighborhood did, over 1.5 inches of rain in 30 minutes. I mean, you couldn't see through the rain. It was coming down so hard. Now, what is odd is when I looked on the radar, and which is what I was trying to share the screen with, there was just like this one thunderstorm, and it was just coming out from over Alabama ways, you know, heading down across and down into Florida. And it was just this one little lone thunderstorm. But it was orange and red and yellow and a little bit of green around the edges. But that puppy, and by the time it went over us, 1.5 inches of rain. Now, I'm not complaining, because we need the rain here. But what I mean is that it wasn't even hardly on the radar. It was just this little blip coming down, all right? But when it came by that quick, things that I had out, I was trying to air out my tent. It got flooded. I mean, there was this much water. There was 1 inch of water in the bottom of the tent. I was doing a video, the day before or something, and showing the inside of my teepee thingy. Okay, well, so I was going to take it down yesterday. It was raining so bad and filled up so much with water, I couldn't take the tent down for the water inside the thing. I mean, anyway, I took it down today. But to the point, we never know when an emergency is going to come. I mean, I was prepared, you know, if anything rained or whatever, to, you know, get out of a thunderstorm. But I even I checked the radar. I was like, okay, what's it like today? Nothing there, you know. And I started off about my business. Kaboom! And somebody dumped 1.5 inches of rain on us. 30 minutes. Okay. Kind of my plans for the day. With that, though, was and being down here in the South, I grew up in Tampa, which was like one of the thunderstorm capitals of the world. It used to be. We used to have a big picture window, not near as big as what I got here, but a good 6 by 5 foot tall picture window in our house down in Tampa where I grew up. And when the lightning, you know, flashed, it lit up the whole living room and the kitchen and down the hall, you know. And when the lightning hits the ground, of course, you know, all the windows in the house would shake. Well, I hadn't seen a storm like that in years because we haven't had any rain. We haven't had any thunderstorms. But yesterday in that 30-minute, 40-minute with a little bit of thunder, whoa, kaboom, kaboom. And I mean, they sounded like cannons. And I know what a cannon sounds like because my brother and I used to have a little miniature cannon that would shoot off with some gunpowder. And I used to go to Andersonville, Georgia, where the Andersonville prison is. And I don't know if they still do, but they used to have a reenactment once a year. And being a puppeteer and a storyteller, I would go up there and perform and also participate. And they had real live, sure enough, old Civil War cannons, and they'd fire them puppies off. Oh my God! I'm glad we don't have war down here. You know, folks don't realize what a war must have been like on our soil until you go to a real reenactment and you hear them cannons going off and you hear the muskets firing and, you know, you don't hear the bullets whizzing, but oh man. So I know what the difference is. You know, I know what it feels like to be standing not far from a big old cannon going off. And I know what, thunder sound. Well, the other day it was almost like cannons going off. So that prompted me to get back on this. You know, people aren't really prepared. If just Murphy's Law messes up the house or throws a tree limb on whatever, knocks out your power, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of people like, well, I don't know what I would do. We have become so geared to electricity. And my goal in life has been to use as little electricity as possible. Now, my friends around here in the neighborhood, and what I mean neighborhood, this area of the country, this county, South Meade, Thomasville, Moultrie, Cairo, this area of South Georgia. And their light bills are anywhere from, $100 to $250 per month. Afford that. I just can't. They can't either. But they think that they have all of these things on all the time, and this and that and a hyper, blah, blah, blah. And, air conditioning, they keep it colder in the summertime than they will keep it in the wintertime. I mean, it'll be 66 degrees in my friend's house, and in the wintertime, it's 78. It don't make sense. So I got a wood heater. I got solar energy, south-facing house to heat the house naturally. It sits on the ground to absorb Mother Earth and also to hold the heat in. And this last winter, I tried it out. When it was 23 degrees outside and no heat in here, it was 52 degrees. And some people say, well, it was 52 degrees. Yeah, but it was 23 outside all night long, and the coldest it got in my house with no heat was 53 degrees. I can put a blanket around me. If I had to survive, which was my test, I got wood outside and I got a wood heater over here. If that wasn't the point, I wanted to. How can I find out what the house, what the lowest temperature of the house will be